One thing I love is when everybody comes together to celebrate their heritage and the love of vehicles. Today we're in Toledo, Ohio for the Toledo Jeepfest. Follow along. You see a little bit of every kind of Jeep in this parade, and there's even an impromptu stacking and marriage proposal. So the Scrambler prototype, we've seen this out at EJS. Really nice build. This would be fun to drive. Obviously no doors, but pretty sweet vehicle. Hey everyone, so we got Dave from Formalite here, and we've got a pretty cool product to show you for your Jeep.
Yep, it's a floor replacement system. So basically you pull out your carpet. We've learned that most Jeepers do not like carpet, whatever the situation is. So that goes out. Doesn't take but about 30 minutes to pull all your carpeting out. This goes in its place.
Right.
And what we've done is we've engineered this to be a lot more durable than a carpet is. The top surface is a marine grade, so it's waterproof, certainly dirt proof and dirt resistant. We found nothing yet that will stain it. And then we have a drain hole that corresponds with the drain hole in your sheet metal.
And if it gets wet, not a big deal?
Not at all, because it's all that water is going to lay on top, and then when you open your drain plug, it'll all drain out. If water does get on the B side of the floor, which is against your sheet metal, this is a heavy, dense insulator that's made of polyester. Polyester doesn't mold and it doesn't mildew. So it's a Jeep. It's going to get wet. We know that. So we designed it to be able to receive water. And then what happens is when you start driving, your sheet metal heats up to about 220 F. It just starts to evaporate whatever water does get under it. You don't get much under it, but when you do, it's going to dry out from that. But basically that gives you the heat insulation, so when you're wheeling, you don't get all that heat coming up through the sheet metal under your seat and in the tunnel. And it also does a really good job on noise, cuts the noise down, so you have a quieter ride.
You had said the 392 guys, you pick up some benefits from the heat insulation as well?
The Hemi swaps, the 392 guys, they absolutely love this product because it just cools it down. It's about a 100-degree difference between the ambient temperature of the cab and the sheet metal surface in your cab. So it does that kind of work to knock the heat. And then basically you'd never put a all-weather mat on it because we've integrated that functionality into the surface. So you have your treads. They work their water management. They'll guide the water to the drain hole. But it also gives your foot stiction.
Anything you just take it out.
It's better than your factory floor. And we should know because we also make the factory floors, the factory carpets.
There we go.
And we were aiming higher than that.
Sure. And where do we get a hold of you, Dave?
GoArmorLite.com is the best way to find out about the product or to reach any of us.
All right, much appreciated. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got the rock slide steps on it. That's nice. Got the old style valve covers on it too. It's a nice setup.
Good afternoon, Toledo. We got some big guests that are going to be joining us downtown here today in Levis Square. But right now, a guy that talks, and I'm thinking a gal as well, that has a Jeep podcast. This is something you might want to make a note of on your phone. Check it out. We got Chris with us right now, and Julianne. Julianne and Chris are going to talk about their podcast.
Yeah, thank you. Also, we have Larry with us, as well as Nikki G. Jeep Talk Show, the world's most downloaded podcast. We've been broadcasting since 2010. You can find us anywhere and everywhere. Good podcasts are found: Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, of course. And appreciate the opportunity to come out and check out some awesome Jeeps. And love to meet you, shake a hand. Duke is our Jeep Talk Show dog, so get a picture with Duke. We got Duke on the Duke cam. Julianne's got her booth over at Wrangler 29. Booth 29. And Nikki G, if you are listeners, Nikki G is a real person. Nikki, I'm going to put you on the spot. You got anything quick? Okay, this is free, folks.
Buy your kid a Jeep, they won't have money for drugs, but they will cuss a lot.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Forgive me. Chick Chat. So, if I might explain, we have 5 episodes a week. Our Monday episode is Chick Chat. It's a women-centric episode. Julianne is one of our hosts, along with Wendy. Check us out. Like I said, JeepTalkShow.com. We're on all the social media, JeepTalkShow.com. And did I miss anything, Larry?
If you like Jeeps and fabrication, we're the spot.
Thanks. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you. Apparently that's how it got started. I mean, I can only speak for myself, but just got involved with them there.
How many podcasts have a mascot with them too? Chris, Julianne, and Larry, and Nikki.
4 through 6. It's another great weekend of fun with thousands of...
What happened to that football I just did 4 years ago? I'll bring you an extra special dog biscuit. Thank you, man.
Thank you. All right, so we got Chris with Racing Optics here, and he's got a pretty cool product there that you need to see.
So what it is a screen protector for your phone, but for your Jeep windshield. You've got 3 individual layers that are installed as one piece. You remove each layer at about 6 to 9 months, giving you about 2 years of protection. So this is a miniature version of the product itself. As you can see in this corner, you'd see this on the actual product on the windshield. There's these little hash marks to indicate layers.
Okay.
So as one goes bad,
Oh, you just peel it off, huh?
take it and remove it.
Oh, very nice.
And then you got another layer underneath this one.
So any impact strikes or scratches you get a fresh window every time.
Absolutely, it's brand new again.
I like that. So you get 3 layers. I guess it just goes on. Anybody can apply it, or
So the product itself was made as a DIY product, but we highly recommend people bring it to either your local Mopar dealer to have their window tint guys put it on, or you bring it to your local window tint shop and have them install it.
okay. And what's the website again?
The website again is racingopticsjeep.com. Yep. Any Mopar dealer sells it through the accessories program, so you can get it at a dealer, or you can go on our website and buy it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
I really like that Racing Optics. Definitely something I'll do to our Jeep. All right, and we talked about this the other day on the Jeep Talk Show, that winch and everything that comes with the Jeep you can get nowadays. So you can get this all optioned out just on your Jeep factory. And there's what everybody wants right there. Good old Hemi swap. So that's a 6.4, 5.7. A little bit of difference. Here's what we have right there, the 3.6. All right, it's a pretty neat little... the new Trailhawk Grand Cherokee, next to an old flat fender. Got the Jurassic Park version of this. We just talked about this on the Jeep Talk Show. Curious what you guys think of the front end changes between the last model and new model front end. Definitely different. All right, we tried to see if the Dana Spicer guys had that new full float Dana 44 here, but they didn't have any here, so we'll try to find them somewhere else to look at. Everybody seemed to like Duke Cam and a QR code he was carrying for the Jeep Talk Show, so check that out also.
So basically what we have are emergency rain protection, easy on, easy up, very compact in storage. So if you're out, we keep them stored here and take off a bungee, pull it out, put it up. We also have seat covers that are easy on, easy off, and we have protection for the clock spring in the steering wheel and the electronics in the center.
All models of Wrangler? Or?
Yep. We have 2-door, 4-door. The seat covers are universal fit and waterproof. So they have a polyurethane coating on the other side,
Okay.
which makes them waterproof. And this also has a polyurethane coating on it, as well as a GWR coating on this side. So, yeah.
So when it rains, you run out and put it all on real quick? And
Yep. About less than 3 minutes to get both sides up.
how much wind will it take?
Well, I took it through one of those automatic car washes, and they stayed on. So that's hurricane force there.
That's a plus.
Yeah, they're quite good. The suction cups are unbelievable, really.
Okay. $392 swap here. It definitely makes it easy to slap your body and everything on it, and away you go.
Hey everybody, Justin Sturgill, Skinny Guy Campers. Behind me is our 5.0 GLR. This is our Skinny Guy camper that's designed specifically for the Jeep Gladiator. This camper behind me is a kit and caboodle. We offer all of our campers in 3 different trim levels, from the lowest, which is a skin and bones, up to this highest one, which is a kit and caboodle. This kit and caboodle behind me has all the amenities of home. It has a flushing toilet. It has a battery management system for all of your power needs, refrigerator, sink, stove, heat, hot water, and an interior shower.
You said flushing toilet? So
Flushing toilet.
How big a tanks are in that thing?
So you have on your black water tank for your flushing toilet is 9 gallons. Yeah, so the whole idea behind Skinny Guy is to actually, when it folds up, it's cab high to the truck. So that way if you can fit into your spaces at home, into the garage, into a parking garage like we are here in Toledo. You can fit into a parking garage. It's aerodynamic, so you're not doing any wind drag, and you shouldn't see any fuel mileage affected by the camper. So you can follow us on all of our social medias. We have Instagram and Facebook. We're also on LinkedIn. You can also check us out at www.skinnyguycampers.com.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, so what do you think of that Skinny Guy camper? I think it's a pretty slick setup. It's pretty compact. It isn't like a rooftop tent where it's all on the top. Well, let's go check out some of these other vendors. All right, so a little bit of everything in here. I don't see too many of them like that. That's a nice candy red paint job on that. And they got those pretty neat old FCs. It looks like quite a few of them dedicated to the firefighting. Although it looks like if there's much more in the front of this one, it's going over. It's a pretty cool one here. I think Duke would like that.
Another center in which I can talk literally for hours and hours. I've spent a few more years of my life working with the people, the processes, and the machines here.
So this is a unique one. It's, if you notice, it's not a solid axle. A-frame. If we remember the story right, these things are prone for rollover. So this is a pretty good alteration for a JK. Kind of looks like the Brute, if you will. Pretty slick. It's kind of like a little short bed mini JT, but you don't have the big overhang back there. Did a really nice job with this thing. And the Unicorn, I guess a LJ Rubicon. Oh, that's a nice honcho. And they got the prototypes in here as well. We've seen a lot of these at EJS. It's pretty color purple on that. It's not quite just a purple. Almost looks like that snozzberry color.
Model year 23. We built just short of 60,000 PHEV Wranglers.
Got the factory half doors on it. All right, so the show encompasses pretty much all the immediate downtown area, several blocks of it. So there's plenty to see and do. Most of the restaurants are open. Not all, but most. And Toledo's a really nice area. You don't have to come down here and driving your Jeep out. Sign up for that Park and Shine, $35. You got a really good parking spot. You get a little swag bag and pretty neat Comanche out here. You don't see many of these anymore. I even got the Steer Smarts booth here. I'd like to thank everybody we met from the Jeep Talk Show there. Really appreciate it. Thanks Julianne with Wranglehers for allowing us to congregate in her booth there. So check out Wranglehers as well. And we'll see you on the next event. Thanks for watching.